Right guys, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Flamengo episode 2. And today we have got the first live game of the series. And it is River Plate in the Copa Libertadores. We've drawn them in the group stages. They are the current holders of the competition. We're playing away. What a start to the first live game of the series. Now, I did say in the last episode, by the way, thank you to everyone. Over 300 views, nearly 50 likes already on the first episode. Very much appreciated. Thank you to all my new subscribers as well. The series has helped me get to the magic 1,000 number of subscribers, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I did say about the first episode that Brazilian league still looked alright. Yeah, we were playing a few sort of like cup games, state championship games, but on the whole it was alright. Until I came across this. So we've been playing in the Rio State Cup. Now, we won the group. We won all 5 games. Gave me the opportunity to look at the tactic. We'll look at the tactic in a minute. We've had a little tweak to the Brazilian box. We, obviously, yeah, as I said, we won all 5 games. Put us into a semi-final, which we won. And then we lost. So we won the semi-final against Bangu. And then we lost to Botafogo on pens. I thought, right, that's it. Competition over. And then we got given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was the Taka Gobana. And now we're playing in the Taka Rio. So basically what they're doing is now we're in the same groups as before, I think, but we're playing all the other teams in the other group. What happens then is they do the same. Top 2 go through. You do a semi-final, do a final. They then take the 2 winners from that. And then the other 2 is, I've been told this by my friend Gustavo on Twitter. Hopefully FM copies it like for like. So the 2 winners of sort of like the opening stage and the closing stage, I suppose you could call it. And then they take 2 other teams that have acquired the most points, I think, put them into a semi-final, and then get a final, and then eventually you get the winner of the Capantun Carioca. All right, that's the format. So, a little bit weird. We're very busy with games right up until the season starts. Look, season doesn't start for another 3 months, and we've already played what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. We've already won in the Copa Libertadores. We turned over Tales, Argentinian. Sorry, we've turned them over 4-1. We didn't have a great start. After them equalising, I was a little bit worried, but then we responded with 3 very quick fire goals. We have changed the tactic a little bit. What I've done is we've got two approaches to play. I did find playing with 2 holders and two midfielders here and nothing in here a little bit too nice. We weren't creating enough, weren't attacking enough. So we've gone with this, and so far so good. It's going to be a big test today because River Plate are probably going to be strong favourites for the game. We've made a couple of little sign-ins. We managed to pick up this guy. Our director of football has done it. Pretty good. 20 years old. Advanced playmaker. He's pretty tidy. We're still really wanting a midfielder, but we haven't been able to really pick up someone yet. And we have signed another youngster. Well, we've signed a couple. Paul Charpentier, 18 years old, Argentinian, picked him up from the B League in Argentina, sort of like the second division. Very capable 18-year-old striker and poacher, 15 finishing already. Potential 4-star. And then we've also picked up Tassio, central midfielder. He cost us a little bit, 205k from Vitoria. Got the potential to be 5-star. He can play holding midfield, which we ideally want him to do, but he can also obviously play in central midfield very comfortably. They're the signings. We managed to get rid of Berrio as well. He got 7.5 million for him, which is decent business. We've not spent it as yet. We are losing money left, right and centre, but that's mainly because the Copa Libertadores hadn't started and the league season still hasn't started. And Tassio's then gone out on loan to Manaus. So, that puts us in line for today's game. We are in a group of 4. There you go. Obviously, River Plate are going to be strong favourites. They are the holders of the competition. They're going to have some fantastic players, no doubt, in the squad. We will see. We'll get straight into the game and we'll see from their starting 11 who we recognise. I have managed to rotate the cup competition because a lot of these teams that are in our state championship are 3rd division, 2nd division and even 4th division. So it's giving me the chance to rotate a little bit. Prato and Suarez up front. Yes, please. Oh, he's not. He's not an absolute world beater, is he? I think though they're going to class us as the underdogs. Let's see how we get on in the famous black and red. I said we've only won the competition once, and that was, I think, 30 odd years ago. I think it's probably too early to be winning this competition. We're not as strong as I would like, especially the attacking 4 positions. It needs a lot of work. Barbosa is probably good enough, but I'm not going to be willing to spend all my budget next season on him, that's for sure. They're in. Oh, he's thumped it in. Absolutely smashed it in, did Fernandez. And we're 1-0 down after 13 minutes. We are playing Fernando Uribe. I am going to give Lincoln a go. Lincoln's been on international duty for a long time, then got picked up an injury. But I think we'll start to look at him a little bit. That's Pope, throwing it to his head. And we're going to gift him a 2-0 lead here. We have done. Oh, aye. Throw-ins in FM19 are absolutely horrendous. What kind of a throw is that? Put us under so much pressure. And we're 2 down. I think we're safe. I think the other 2 teams in the group we're going to probably comfortably beat. So we'll qualify for the next stage. And I do think as the season gets on and as the season progresses, I think the players will get used to the tactic. Oh, I said that. I said we're happy with that performance. We're definitely not happy with that performance. As the season goes on, I think the players will become a little bit more comfortable with the tactic and we'll keep just tweaking little things. They're disinterested. Not the greatest of responses, but I suppose my team talk saying I'm pleased with your first half performance. Didn't go down well. Can we respond early in the second half? No. Nope. Got a corner though. Traco, which has been really well. Our left back has done really well so far this season. I think we'll have a little look at Lincoln. Let's get him on when we can. Oh, they're gonna get in again here. And we're gonna defend. No, we've stood off him. Let's get Lincoln on. We've got half an hour to go. Can we just nick a goal? Get us back in the game. We're not. It doesn't look likely. If anything, they're going to be in again. They are in again. It's 3-0. Game, set, and match. Prato's 17th game goal of the season. Don't know where they're getting that stat from. He ain't scored 17. Game, set, and match. Another more poor defending. So Rodri's been responsible for that awful throw. Now that awful attempted header. Can we get a goal? Can we get a lifeline? It's a big chance. They're going to get in. Rodri's all over the place at the moment. Oh, he made a good tackle. Oh, no. That's his fault again. Not being able to deal with that. Look at him. Just stood. Get off my football pitch. And he's still a 6.3, which is absolutely rubbish. Get off my football pitch. Well, this has been a big wake-up call for us. Maybe we do need to go a lot more defensive, play with the 2 holders and the 2 centre midfielders in the bigger games. It's given us the opportunity to experiment, or just to find where we're at. And obviously at the moment we are a million miles off. They've only had 8 chances. 8 chances, scored 4. This is where, if they use the fullbacks, this is where we're at our weakest, playing that the Brazilian box. We're absolutely all over the place. I don't understand why where that right back is. Look at him. So he's there. He's in line. He's now turned. He's still facing. The ball's nearly gone past him. He's facing that way. Oh. The 3D match engine can really wind you up at times. You're a disgrace, De Santos. Get off. And everything's gone horribly wrong, boys. I've been looking forward to play this game for about 3 days. What a disaster. 9 shots and have scored from 5. Once again, creativity is a little bit of a problem for us. So what's that? We're supposed to be playing shorter passing. He's just decided just to launch it up the pitch. a frustrating episode. And we just brought us back down to earth a little bit, I think. Still not entirely sure how good we're actually going to be. With the league season not starting. Them having 9 attempts and scoring from 5 of them isn't good at all, is it? Right, guys. So, that is it. Not a great start. What I'm going to do is, we have got all these sort of like reinstates and we have got a couple of Copa Libertadores games in. What I'm going to do is, we're going to carry on. I'm not going to come back now till May, the start of the season, against Palmeiras in the league. I think that can be the next episode, just so we can get on with the save a little bit. We're sort of like going to be nearly 3 episodes in and we're not played a league game. So we've got some big games. The Rio State, I think we've got a good chance of winning still. Good chance of winning, get some silverware. We've got the Copa Libertadores, which I hope we've got to play these as well, who are from Colombia. So I imagine that we're going to be stronger than them. So hopefully we should have qualified. By the time next episode, we should have qualified. We've beaten them 4-1 and they've just drawn with them. So we should, in theory, be comfortable in second place, which we'll see is qualified for the latter stages. I think what will it be? It'll be the last 16, won't it? Yeah, see is qualified for the last 16. So guys, if you have enjoyed us getting hammered by River Plate today, please drop a like in there. It's muchly appreciated. Let me know what you think to the Rio State Cup. Once again, thank you to Gustavo, my mate over on Twitter, who's a flamenco fan who has helped me out understanding the Rio State Cup. The Rio State Championships. Muchly appreciated. So we'll see you next week, next Saturday, 7 a.m. Palmeiras will finally get the league going. I think it's a bit of a corker to start with. They're champions. They've won it 2 out of the last 3 years. And they are league favourites to win it again. So that's going to be a big one. Hopefully we get the tactic right. As I said, we've got the 2 choices. Highly likely we'll go back to that one against the Palmeiras game. Alright guys, that is it. Once again, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's 5-0 drubbing, please drop a like in there. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we will see you next week for the next episode of Flamenco. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.